What is the thing you miss the most from the 2010s? More the early 2010s, but the internet felt like it was less sterile back then. Things were more organic. People meme about talking to ISIS Taliban fighters on Twitter back then, but it really did feel like you were talking to real people back then. I think the death of forums in favor of big conglomerations like Reddit and social media in general has been a big hit to this. Reddit tends to lead to a bit of a monoculture even between subreddits, especially when compared to old forums. The world seemed a lot more humble, we were collectively struggling, we saw the governments had not only done it, but were also in collusion. Just about everyone saw it. Houses came back to affordable and people were making money fixing them. Social media was being utilized and only later weaponized. People wanted to go out, get out and do things. We were collectively a whole lot less scared of everything. Reddit was also a lot more Wild West, anything goes. Almost Internet 1.0. I miss when social media was more personal and retained to your immediate network of friends. Now it's content from random people I don't even follow and it all disappears or it gets buried after a few hours. If Instagram didn't turn into TikTok too, then it would be a really sentimental platform full of memories with my friends from over the last decade. The Infinity Saga. For real. The MCU was blowing up, it was still fun and exciting. You could actually see an overarching narrative and Infinity War just capped it perfectly. The MCU feels different now. Disjointed, uncoordinated. The movies and shows are still good and fun, but the days of obsessively rewatching the trailers on YouTube are behind me. The feeling of meeting my ex for the first time. It ended last year, and I just wish I could go back and fix all those moments that were so trivial and led to our demise. Stupid arguments that created issues, and my own insecurities that caused issues. Kinda deep I guess, but it's truth. It feels mostly the same, can't tell if things are getting worse or I'm just getting older. I miss being 10 years younger than I am now and feeling like there is still time to figure things out. The 2010s were a fucking hard decade for me, so it took a little while to think what I miss from those times. My answer has to be my mobility. It went to shit in around 2016 and never improved. The Thoughts Room, the Quiet Place Project, Stumble Upon, talking to strangers online and forums, going through a hard time and feeling like they really cared. We cared about each other. My cats. I miss the hope people had with Obama before everyone ruined it. For a little while, people were acting cool. Then everyone stopped acting cool. But for a couple of months it was nice. That was before I met this really stupid guy. I've never met a dumber dude, abusive. And swears PPL wouldn't him around, so he started stalking me. He honestly can't take a step without me, myself. I am still the same in my 30s as I was in my 20s, but what I miss the most? The dreams. The need to do more and better things. What happened to me? The able to do anything I want whenever I felt like it. The 2020s I've been getting hit with a disease that isn't really letting me live comfortably anymore. How life was so simple back then. And also the moments when you'd actually go out and have fun instead of staying on your phone all the time. Trashy party music. $700 a month luxury apartments. Facebook still being a usable platform. Obama. My alcohol tolerance. Not knowing anything about politics. Learning how it all works was one of the worst things I did for my mental health. The infancy of worldwide social media by most people, where it was like the Wild West and not corporate yet. Our only outrage is being man buns, videos not shot in landscape, and people wearing leggings as pants. The Google search algorithm not having sponsored ads be the first page and YouTube not having ads. Still having things to discover. Now I like all the stuff I like and nothing new really grabs me. Thinking the future was going to be bright and amazing for me. Oh, and Kid Cudi's old music. No global pandemic was pretty cool. Also had a bit more self-worth back then. Less so now. The start and evolution of memes. The internet will never be the same. I miss it too much. Freedom. I was 22. Just started my first adult job making real money in an apartment, when I could abruptly stand up and not feel like I'm going into another dimension. My physical ability to have seemingly endless stamina and the most flexibility. Everyone not having to voice their opinion on every topic online all the time. I preferred hating hipsters over whatever these others are supposed to be. Not having to log into an app for every little thing we do nowadays. Vine and certain online games that were still around. Club Penguin. EDM dubstep being mainstream. My teenage years. Edgy comedy movies. My youthful good looks. Drugs. Certain flavors of Mountain Dew. Low interest rates, low inflation, and a booming stock market. We didn't know the completionist was a scumbag con artist yet. The rise of memes, the cultural impact on internet humor. My World of Warcraft trade group. We had such fun times.